The Paris Metro, opened in 1900, is one of the most iconic underground transport systems in the world. With an extensive network covering the French capital and its surrounding areas, it plays a vital role in the urban mobility of millions of passengers every day. In today's video, we will learn a little more about its construction, operation, and prospects for the future. History of construction. The history of the Paris Metro dates back to the late 19th century, a period when major European cities were looking for solutions to improve urban mobility. The idea of building an underground transport system in Paris gained momentum due to population growth and increased traffic on the city's streets. In 1898, after years of debate, the initial metro project was approved, led by engineer Fulgence Bienvenu, known as the father of the Parisian Metro, and architect Hector Guimard, responsible for designing the famous Art Nouveau entrances. Construction work began in November 1898, facing significant challenges such as the need for deep excavations in unstable terrain and overcoming geological obstacles. Despite the difficulties, the first section of Line 1 was inaugurated on July 19, 1900, in time with the Universal Exhibition, an event of great importance for the French capital. This first line connected Porte de Vincennes in the east to Port Maillot in the west and was enthusiastically received by the population, who quickly embraced the new mode of transport. In the years that followed, the system grew rapidly. By 1903, the network had 3 lines, and further expansions took place in subsequent years. The original project was driven by the need to integrate the city's different districts and create an efficient alternative to surface traffic, marking the beginning of a revolution in urban mobility. The First World War temporarily halted progress, but construction resumed in the 1920s, bringing innovations such as the adoption of electric trains and the expansion of stations. Throughout the 20th century, the Paris Metro continued to evolve, expanding its network and adapting to the needs of the growing urban population. The construction of the network was a combination of vision, innovative engineering, and overcoming technical challenges, consolidating the system as one of the most important in the world. Length and lines. The Paris Metro is renowned for its vast and efficient transport network, which covers the French capital and connects metropolitan areas. With 16 operational lines numbered 1 to 14, in addition to the complementary lines 3 bis and 7 bis, the network reaches a total length of approximately 225 kilometers. This complex underground network is made up of 308 stations, many of which are designed with unique architectural styles and are representative of different historical periods, making it a landmark not only of urban mobility, but also of culture. Each metro line is identified by a number and a distinct color on the map, making it easier for passengers to navigate. The oldest lines, such as Line 1, inaugurated in 1900, run through the heart of the city, while the newest, such as Line 14, implemented in 1998, are equipped with cutting-edge technology, including fully automated operation and driverless trains. Line 14 in particular stands out for its efficiency and capacity to handle large volumes of passengers and is a key reference for future expansions. The geographical distribution of the lines was designed to ensure broad coverage in Paris and its immediate surroundings. Much of the network is concentrated within the city limits, forming a dense urban network that allows for rapid travel. However, several lines extend into the suburbs, meeting the growing demand in peripheral areas. Lines such as 13 and 8, for example, connect the central region with densely populated suburban areas. In terms of structure, most sections of the metro are underground, with tunnels built at varying depths, depending on the characteristics of the terrain and urban density. Some sections, however, are elevated or above ground, providing passengers with panoramic views during their journey, as is the case on Line 6 and 2, which cross iconic viaducts. Another notable aspect is the interconnection between the Paris Metro and other transport systems, such as the RER, Regional Express Network, trams, and buses. This integration ensures comprehensive and efficient mobility, allowing easy and rapid connections between different modes. With constant modernization and strategic planning, the Metro continues to be the main urban transport hub in the French capital. Infrastructure and trains. The Paris Metro infrastructure is one of the most advanced and iconic in the world, reflecting more than a century of development and modernization. Its network was designed to meet the high passenger demand in a densely populated city, using cutting-edge technology and innovations over time. The metro tracks use a standard gauge of 1,435 millimeters, in line with international standards, and are powered by a third rail, operating at a voltage of 750 volts direct current. This ensures efficient and consistent performance in all operating conditions. Most lines operate in underground tunnels, dug at different depths to accommodate the topography and urban environment, while some sections, such as sections of lines 2 and 6, are elevated and offer panoramic views of the city. Paris Metro trains vary in size and configuration, depending on the line and demand. In general, trains consist of 3 to 6 cars, with a capacity to carry hundreds of passengers per train. Older lines, such as Line 1, have been modernized over time and now use driverless automated trains, optimizing the frequency and efficiency of the service. These automated trains are equipped with advanced control systems, allowing for greater safety and reducing the time between trips. The structure of the stations is another highlight. Many stations are true works of art, with designs ranging from the Art Nouveau style, characteristic of the entrances designed by Hector Guimard, to modern spaces with futuristic elements. Stations such as Louvre Rivoli and Arts et Métiers are examples of the integration of functionality and aesthetics, and are often photographed by tourists and admired by local passengers. In terms of accessibility, although many older stations present challenges due to the lack of elevators or escalators, improvements are being implemented to facilitate access for people with reduced mobility. Newer and renovated lines, such as Line 14, already have fully accessible infrastructure. The trains do not have exclusive carriages for women and are all mixed use. The system is designed to serve all users equally, with security cameras and operational staff at various stations to ensure passenger safety. In addition, the Metro adopts rigorous maintenance strategies to preserve the quality of its infrastructure and vehicles, keeping the system efficient for the millions of passengers who use it daily. Operation and demand. The Paris Metro is one of the most widely used public transport systems in the world, serving millions of passengers every day in an operation that combines efficiency, punctuality, and wide coverage. Operated by the Régie Autonome des Transports Parisiens, RATP, the Metro operates every day with timetables adapted to the needs of its users. On weekdays, service starts at around 5:30 a.m. and runs until 1:15 a.m., while on weekends and holidays, it runs until around 2:15 a.m. Before the COVID-19 pandemic, the Paris Metro recorded an average of 4.16 million passengers per weekday, totaling around 1.52 billion trips per year. Although the pandemic has temporarily reduced these numbers, demand remains high, highlighting the importance of the system as the main mode of transport in the French capital. This high use is a direct consequence of Paris's population density and the efficient integration of the metro with other modes of transport, such as the RER, trams, and buses. The metro's operation is designed to meet peak demand with reduced intervals between trains, especially on the busiest lines, such as Line 1 and Line 13. During peak hours, intervals between trains can be as short as 90 seconds, ensuring that the system can cope with the heavy flow of passengers. To facilitate boarding and alighting, stations are equipped with wide platforms, and some automated lines, such as Line 14, have platform doors that increase safety and operational efficiency. Another important aspect is the regular maintenance of the network and trains. The RATP implements rigorous inspection and renovation programs to ensure the reliability of the service. The stations, many of which date back to the early 20th century, undergo periodic upgrades to meet modern standards of safety and comfort, while trains are replaced or refurbished to incorporate new technologies. In addition, the Paris Metro plays a key role in reducing the city's environmental footprint by offering a sustainable alternative to private transport. With its ability to transport large volumes of passengers in a compact space, And with low energy consumption per person, the Metro is a key element in Paris's sustainable mobility strategy. The system's operation is also supported by advanced control and supervision technologies. The automated lines use artificial intelligence systems and sensors to manage traffic and adjust train frequencies in real time, ensuring uninterrupted service even in situations of high demand. This makes the Paris Metro not only a symbol of urban mobility, but also a model of operational efficiency for other cities around the world. Prices and tickets. The Paris Metro offers a wide range of ticket and fare options, meeting the needs of different types of passengers, from tourists to locals. The flexibility of the fare system reflects the commitment to making public transport accessible and efficient for the millions of users who use the network every day. The most common single ticket is the Ticket T+, which costs €1.90 and allows unlimited journeys within a 90-minute period, including connections between metro lines, buses, and trams within the fare zone. For occasional journeys, it is possible to purchase booklets containing 10 tickets, known as carnets, which offer a small discount on the single price. Frequent users have access to passes that offer greater savings and convenience. The Navigo, for example, is an electronic transport card that can be loaded with daily, weekly, or monthly passes, allowing unlimited journeys within selected zones. For tourists, the Paris Visite is an excellent option, offering passes valid for 1 to 5 consecutive days, with coverage that includes not only the Metro, but also the RER, buses, and trams, as well as discounts at various tourist attractions. Accessibility and payment is a priority for the system. Payment methods include cash, credit and debit cards, and more recently, digital payments via smartphones or smartwatches using proximity technology, NFC. In addition, the Metro has automatic machines in all stations, which are available in several languages to facilitate use by international visitors. Another highlight is the ongoing effort to integrate transport tickets into a unified system covering the entire Île-de-France, the Paris metropolitan area. This allows for a simplified travel experience, eliminating the need to purchase different types of tickets for each mode of transport. Reduced fares are available for children, students, and senior citizens, as well as specific exemptions for people with reduced mobility and residents in situations of economic vulnerability. These initiatives aim to ensure that the system is inclusive and accessible to all segments of the population. The Paris Metro also promotes sustainability through discounts for cyclists who use public transport in combination with bicycles, as well as incentives for those who opt for public transport rather than private vehicles. This flexible and comprehensive fare policy makes the Metro a preferred choice for residents and visitors alike, cementing it as an essential pillar of urban mobility in Paris. Expansions and the future. The Paris Metro, despite being one of the oldest transport systems in the world, is constantly expanding and modernizing to meet the demands of a growing and changing city. The initiatives underway aim not only to increase the system's capacity, but also to make it more efficient, accessible, and sustainable, reinforcing its role as a central hub for urban mobility in the Paris metropolitan area. One of the most ambitious projects currently underway is the Grand Paris Express, considered the largest expansion of public transport in Europe. This mega-project, which is being implemented in stages, will add more than 200 kilometers of new lines to the existing network and build 68 new stations. It includes 4 new lines, 15, 16, 17, and 18, and the extension of existing ones, such as Line 14. The aim is to improve connectivity with the suburbs, reducing dependence on road transport and promoting economic and social development in peripheral areas. The new Grand Paris Express lines will be fully automated and equipped with cutting-edge technologies, including advanced train control systems and high-capacity trains. Line 14, which already operates with automated trains, is being extended to connect Orly and Charles de Gaulle airports, creating a strategic corridor for passengers and tourists. In addition to physical expansions, the future of the Paris Metro involves modernizing the existing infrastructure. Many of the older lines are undergoing renovations to improve accessibility, safety, and energy efficiency. Elevators and escalators are being installed in old stations, while LED lighting and improved ventilation systems are being implemented to improve the passenger experience. A commitment to sustainability is another key focus of the expansions. The Metro is adopting practices that reduce carbon emissions, such as using renewable energy and recovering the kinetic energy of trains during braking. In addition, integration projects with other sustainable transport modes, such as bicycles and electric vehicles, are under development, creating a greener mobility network. In the future, the Paris Metro plans to incorporate emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence and big data to optimize operations and improve the user experience. Real-time monitoring systems, integrated apps, and advanced journey planning capabilities are some of the initiatives that promise to transform the way passengers interact with the system. With these expansions and modernizations, the Paris Metro continues to be a global model of public transport, combining tradition, innovation, and sustainability to meet the needs of future generations. It not only maintains its role as the heart of Parisian urban transport, but also redefines mobility standards for cities around the world. The Paris Metro is not just a means of transportation. It is a symbol of the city, reflecting its history, culture, and commitment to sustainable mobility. With over a century of operation, it continues to adapt and evolve, remaining a fundamental part of the daily lives of Parisians and visitors. Be sure to leave your experience on the Paris Metro in the comments. Thank you and see you in the next video.